Parenting is not easy at all. Sometimes I just don't know what to do, but I try, and I keep trying. Life with Asperger's. Life with autism. Life of a mother. Adulting sucks. Hey, Mob Family. Today we're going to talk about Asperger's again and school holidays. Not having a good day again. Just dealt with another meltdown. And this time it was because all of the tweens have been asked, and even Noah, to help around the house some this week. And I was trying to work this morning. I hear the anger and the frustration starting. And I was like, what's up? He's like, I don't understand why y'all are making us clean everything and it's too much, and it hasn't been that much. There's 3 of them mostly that are splitting up like 4 or 5 things. Half of it is stuff they need to do anyway. So he starts throwing away his math book. A highlighter that's perfectly good. Don't throw that away. Do you need that? I don't care. Just because you don't feel like dealing with this, don't throw away tools. I try to go back to work. But all I can think of is my son is unhappy, having a meltdown over something that the other kids aren't having a problem doing what's asked. Now, my mind is going to how is this day going to be? How are we going to get through this day? I have so much stuff that I want to do, I need to do. And I feel like the whole day, all I'm going to be doing is intervening in meltdowns and trying to explain to this child in a way he can understand that he has responsibilities in this house and he needs to take care of them. And it is not unreasonable for us to ask for help. Loading the dishwasher, sweeping the floor, mopping the floor, cleaning your room, getting your dirty laundry and the dirty clothes so we can clean it. Folding and put away your own clothes. You're capable. And I hate that. I hate that my kid does not know and is sometimes incapable of managing his frustrations. It breaks my heart. I am not a crier. It takes a lot to make me cry. But it breaks my heart when it comes to my kids when they struggle. And I just don't want to see him struggle, and I wish there was something I can do to fix it, and there's nothing I can do other than keep doing what I'm doing and try my best. This is real life of Asperger's. This is real life of the parent of a child with Asperger's. It's not easy, but you do it because you love them. I wouldn't want to change it. Parenting is not easy at all. So parents with children with special needs, I know I'm not the only one, have self-doubts, aren't sure they're doing the right thing for their kid, wish they could do more, want to do more, are limited by time, abilities, finances. There's so many sensory things that I wish I could buy for my son. I wish I could have a room dedicated just to sensory stuff, that he could go and he could find something that would work for him to calm down. We've had things like cuddle swings, bean bags. At my house, we have this indoor gym. It's wonderful. There's really no place to put it in this house. It's just been tough. It's been tough, and change is hard. When they're not in routine, it's hard for them because they don't know what to expect. When you change the expectations on them, that's hard for them too, because they think it's unfair. It's at least what I can see. I might be wrong. It may just be that it's change and it's hard and they don't want to do it. Change is hard for me too. I'm not one that deals well with change, even when it's positive change. My hair's a mess. I didn't even fix it when I woke up this morning. Pretty much went straight to work. Sometimes I just don't know what to do, but I try. And I keep trying. How can you stop trying on a child? Never understand parents that give up on their kids. I wasn't easy to raise. They never gave up on me. Still haven't. They're always there for me if I need them. That's what parenting is. What's up with this curl? It's like crazy. If you know a mom that has kids with special needs, you know a mom who's going through a rough time, even with neurotypical kids, it can be tough. Give them a hug, give them a call. See if there's something that they can do for you. A lot of times, I don't even know what you can do for me to make it easier. I couldn't even tell you. I could not formulate the thought of what I need to help me, because anything, a lot of times, I just feel selfish if I have needs. I feel selfish if I ask anyone for help sometimes. So a lot of times, you think when you're in a bad place what you would want. Do that. It's important to support those that you love, even if you don't know how. A simple text, a phone call. Hey, I'm thinking about you. Even if it's not a bad time, a hey, I'm thinking about you is very, very comforting. To know that you're on someone else's mind and thought, that you're not alone in this world, whether your friends are busy or not. I know I have some very, very close friends that we rarely ever talk. But I know if I needed them, I could call them up and ask them for anything. The thing is I probably won't. Reach out to a friend today that you haven't talked to in a while. Reach out to a friend who you're not sure if they're having a good day or not. Tell them hi. Ask them how it's going. Kindness goes a long way. And if more people were kind and just tried whether they thought it would be received or not, the world might be a better place. It's not on you to, how do I say this? If that person has an issue with you helping them, that's their issue, not yours. You'll be rewarded for the kindness. You'll be rewarded for the generosity. Somewhere in your life, the karma will come back. Life with Asperger's. Life with autism. Life of a mother. Okay, so a little update here. The other day, one of those moments where it was just kind of all piled on me. Since then, attitudes changed. I got a break. Jeremy and I went out and looked at houses and kind of did a little dreaming of what we would really like to see us move into next, because he's currently renting and my house won't fit us all. Break is over. We're back in our school routine. Did not come without resistance, but yesterday was a good day. We went out to IHOP to eat. We had gotten some gift certificates from a family that we go and have game night with. We were so appreciative of it. It was a great family night. I even got some crazy footage that I'll eventually post. It was kind of like we all needed a break. Jeremy needed a break from cooking. I needed a break to just enjoy my family. I needed some time away from the demands of the household. Sometimes you just need to take a breath, take a break, look at things from a different perspective, and taking a moment for yourself and doing something that you want to do can completely change the whole entire dynamic of what's going on. So actually, I had a sit down talk with him before we went out house shopping, and I was like, look, I'm having a bad day. Yes, but this is what I need from y'all, right? I need y'all to do this, that, and the other. And if you need anything from anybody, Jeremy is here. You need to ask him. And his oldest son wound up watching the kids, and they just had a really good time hanging out. I had a meeting at the school yesterday, and let me just tell you that when you have educators who care about your child and who are willing to listen to you, it changes your life. I have been really, really blessed with 2 good schools. So for the past 4 years, I've had really good schools. That's not to say it hasn't been without its challenges, changes, and this was working and now it's not working. It's a constant. With this was working, now it's not working, now what are we going to do? So that's kind of a constant thing with my son. They really listen to me
There was an OT evaluation about sensory issues, and sensory issues have been a constant in his life. And this being a new school this year, they don't know his history. So I had to go through some of his history. I know you have to do what works for your school, and I'm not telling you what to do in your school. I would never do that. But it was kind of like, my child has told me what he needs. That's a huge step for him. For him to say, this is what I need to do good at school, that's huge. And if you tell me that's what you need, I will advocate for my child until I either get a hard no from someone, and usually it has to be like top administration outside of the school that tells me that it can't be done. If I think that it's reasonable to make an accommodation and you're not willing, then I'm going to fight for it. I understand that they want to push him to grow and get outside of some of his go-tos for coping, but you can't take away a coping skill that has always been there without addressing the underlying issue and getting him to the point where he makes the decision to stop using that as a coping skill. Like, that's how I feel about it. That's been what he does to cope with the things that stress him out. Then let's just let it happen. You know, like, let's teach him how to cope differently, but don't take away the thing that helps him cope. You know, let him decide that he doesn't need that anymore. Sometimes I feel like people just don't let kids be kids anymore, you know? How do you deal with that? How do you deal with a society that wants kids to grow up so quick and they like have no time to be kids anymore? That hurts me. I hate that for my kids. I try to make sure that they have plenty time to just be kids and enjoy life, because adulting sucks. And I did something different with my hair last night. Totally off topic. Can you tell I'm ADD? It shows all of my grays so bad. Anyway, I watched another YouTuber. She's a curly girl. I can't remember her name, but I'll put it up in that little info thing that goes up. I'll put her channel there because I really enjoyed her little curly hair episode. Things are looking much better. They're not as bleak as it seemed the other day. It was just a bad moment. So, you know, there's always upsides to the downs, right? There's always the peak after the valley. And that's just life, right? So y'all have a great day and be awesome.